Sadior podcast, Facebook, apparently Facebook Live, because recording is in
In
progress.
progress.
we're also on Zoom, and you can check us out on Anchor. But y'all know what it is. I got my girls at my side. Miss
Oh.
Nicole Spain looking lovely as ever.
I'm
Got my
saying,
Mm.
sister Miss Bikini Body with the D because she did it on them. And we got
Did
some
it, did.
fantastic guests that then came through to share some of their knowledge and insight and laughter with us. We have our boy coming all the way from Canada. Y'all heard me.
Wow.
Canada, Dino, the genetic marvel. He gonna have to tell us more about that name. And then we got
Yes.
our sister, Love Nicole. So we got two Nicoles. That love must be popping. And she gonna share her good news also with what's going on in her life. But for right now, y'all know what we gonna do. We ain't see each other in a minute. And for guests, we do something called a mental check-in. So everybody gonna go around and give their numbers from 1 to 10 on how they feeling and why they feeling that way. And you got
I'm
nothing but love
really,
and support.
really cool. I'm really,
So,
really cool.
oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna let Miss Nicole Spain start us off, and y'all can see how it's done because she already handling
Like,
it in a good
I'm
spirit.
doing that Tina Turner. I'm scared, scared. I don't know what the fuck she was saying. um, so we doing a number thing, right? So
yes.
Yeah.
I think I'm like an 8. I think because I've been like
Ooh.
really a bum all week. I'm on vacation, like nothing to do for once. So I just been like a
Mhm.
real bum. But then I got a 3 on my list because sometimes when we get downtime for ourselves, we feel guilty, like we're not doing enough, like we're not
Mhm.
Yes.
enough, we're not doing no shows, we're not writing,
Yes.
I'm not going on dates, I'm not getting
Yes.
no cash app entries. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Oh my.
and mind you, ain't nobody ever send me no cash app. It be motherfuckers asking me to cash app them. Like, but I'm at a 10. I'm like an 8, but sometimes I feel like a 3 because I feel guilty for having some me time.
Mhm.
Mm.
And that's
That-
America for you. Not Canada. It's America for you. America makes you feel like a
America.
piece of shit
Oh no,
for
no.
having
That
some
it
self.
feels that way here too. Don't worry.
Really. It's
Oh
the
yeah.
it's the
Alright,
earth.
It's the whole earth. That's it.
That's right, brother.
well, Dino, tell us what's your number over there in Canada and how you feeling. What's going
Oh,
on?
oh, I'm
Ready to
living
share?
life at a 10. Are you kidding? Listen, I'm
Ooh.
no, no. I'm. Listen, I always talk
Hey,
about like when you trying to get to that place in life, and I'm like, I have everything but money right now. This is where I'm
Hey,
at,
It's
right?
all
Like
right.
I have
yeah.
peace of
that's
mind.
okay
I
in
know I'm
America too.
funny. I'm fat, but I'm not ugly. So I'm like, that's a 50-50 win,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
And I got an Asian wife that loves me. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm hitting it out of the park. I just need to find a way to make money. That's my problem. I'm lazy.
Yeah.
You dark featured and sexy. Get it, young boy. Get it.
Yeah.
Start selling t-shirts, Dino.
That's the problem is I have this face. Nobody's gonna buy off this face. They're like, it's a scam, right? It's not really a t-shirt. I'm like, I'm holding a t-shirt. Just trust me, it's a t-shirt. They're like, it's gonna fall apart, right? I'm like, no, come on.
Oh.
That's funny.
Well, Miss Love Nicole, you didn't came and chimed in. What's your number and why?
I'm gonna give myself a 10. First,
All
because I
right.
woke up this morning and I'm focused now. Okay. What they
Yeah.
say? I'm focused, man.
Mhm.
Everything I got on my list is being checked off, and I'm climbing that
Woo.
ladder. You know what I mean? I mean, it's
Yeah.
like everything. My stars is aligning right now. You feel me? It's
Damn.
like, go, girl, go. Black girl
Yes.
magic all the way. It's coming at ya.
Woo. Oh, dang,
The
magic.
only thing that
Love
I'm gonna
that.
agree with Dino, I need to get some money though. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
make it go further. You know, my cash
Mm.
app is a little low too. I take donations though. You know what I mean? Love Nicole 72. Cash at me, people.
That's the new thing now. People like for your birthday and shit, they be having their cash app on their
Yep.
post and they text. I'm like, I'm not cash apping you shit. You get a happy
No.
birthday.
I seen a girl with it on the back of her
Hold on.
window driving for her birthday.
That's an
Like,
option.
it's
You
my
can ask
birthday,
people to cash app you.
me.
All right. So forgive me, guests. Allow me to just remind everyone we are actually live. on the radio. So
Yeah.
what that means is that people are unable to see our face, see all this perspiration that y'all know I do. See, they don't know that I'm sweating like this for the love of laughter and comedy. See, they don't know.
Yeah.
Y'all
love the comedy.
keeping that in mind, we have to be very careful we don't talk over each other so
Yeah.
that they don't change the station and that they stay tuned and listen to the wonderful things that y'all are saying. So that's all. I
Mm-hmm.
want to continue with the flow, but we're going to remember that we can't talk over each other so they can hear what we're saying and we can hear each other.
All
So with
right.
that said, Miss Bikini Body, you want to go with your number or should I?
I would like for you to go with your number first.
You over here shaking your head. I ain't even. Hold on. Let me get some here to
Yes,
shake. You
ma'am.
ain't gonna be just shaking your
That's
head
what
on me.
you do when you try to make people think you doing stuff when you actually messing up on a laptop. Like, where the hell is what
I'm
I'm
gonna give
looking
myself
for?
a run.
And that's what you do.
I'm
You
gonna
know what I'm
tell you.
saying? So
I'm gonna rock out with they 10 because it's good energy. They all got 10s. I want to be somebody. I want to feel like something new. I'm a 10. If
hey,
I was a 3 as me, I'm gonna be a 10 as her.
Damn.
hey,
Damn, mama. All right,
And
mama.
just play with me. But
play
no,
with
you know what? We are all said to be all at good numbers and just appreciative and happy with everything in life. However,
yes,
what don't we have? The money. We all want the
Yeah.
money. And the
Praying
beautiful
for
thing is that we can have blessings and contentment without having all the money we want and
yes,
being appreciative for what we have. And as
yes,
long as we
ma'am.
continue to grind hard and stay consistent and
That's
hopefully
right.
stay positive, more money will come. I don't
it.
never know we're gonna get to the amount that we want. However, I know more will come because people are going to see
Absolutely.
the energy and they're going to recognize you're doing it just because you love doing what you do and
That's
they
right.
let you be a part of it. So my number, is at a 10. And with y'all 10s, I'm at like a 30, 40, 50,
Oh,
60.
oh, 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 oh.
Get it, girl.
Hey now,
Bring it on down, bring it on up.
man, 50. Hold on, how many people on this show? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then somebody else come. Yeah, I'm at like 90. I'm at like 90.
See, keep it moving, right? Keep going up and up
That's
and up.
it.
Yes.
All right, Bikini Body, where you at, baby?
I don't have a steady number.
Mm.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. My mental health check-in has consistently started to keep going up because I quit my job.
Oh,
Oh.
good for you.
I am no longer in corporate America, and I am free riding the road and being in the nature and smelling the trees. So I am on like a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 99, 100, 100, 200, 200, 300. I am so high. I just want to say only because I don't have the stress of my job anymore. So my mental health,
Yes.
woo! Y'all, last time we were here, some things have happened. A girl went to the hospital. A girl passed out 3 times. A girl found out she got low blood pressure, a heart murmur, and she got to take care of her asthma. So girl is on, I'm going to take a J Monet number from shows past, 10,000, baby. I'm on 10,000 because a boo is still here. I could be dead. I am still alive. I quit that job for that stress, and I say yes to comedy and driving and living stress-free. So I'm at a 10,000 like J Monet. I'm going to do a 10,000. I'm going to do a 10,000. Because I don't know, tomorrow I might be at a 0. Okay.
Right.
Hey,
I might be
right.
at a okay. Let me see.
Right.
So I might twerk on me
Real
in my
talk.
casket. I don't know. But today,
Wait, that is happening.
yes.
People are twerking on folks' faces in caskets. Do y'all
Yes,
notice
that's a new
Are
thing. That's a new thing. In tribute to my homie, I'm going to do a little either striptease. I've seen that. And then I saw a girl twerking on the man's face.
So that was his girlfriend or his mistress or his wife?
Okay, it
Do
didn't
we
say.
care at this point, Nick?
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
he's dead. What they say, dead is dead. Dead is
Was
dead.
that
That
his
is
pimp?
bad.
Like her pimp? Like,
Wow.
I gotta tell my wife about this stuff. This is great.
Right.
Wow.
Really? Tell us more, Dino. You would like that too?
No, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna outlive everyone. That's gonna be my punishment for being the person I am.
hey, everybody gonna be dead. You gonna be at your funeral by
Yeah,
yourself.
exactly. I'm gonna be there by myself because nobody likes me. People are just waiting to get away. It's fine. I'm okay with it.
No, it gotta be one person left to dance on your face, Dino. It gotta be one person left.
Just one.
Just
Listen,
one.
I'm old. I just don't fall on me. That's all. Just like I don't have a high standard. I'm okay.
You know, geriatrics, you're gonna be older. There might be a case manager or somebody.
Listen,
Right?
I was raised proper. I'm like a pervert with words, but like that's about
Not
it.
actions,
Like I'm
no
not.
actions.
I'll talk dirty and stuff, but I'm like, yeah, that's about it. I can't. I'm too lazy for the rest of
Got it.
it. You know?
Dino is an arms folded behind his back pervert.
Right. Oh,
Yeah, that's
goodness.
true. I do look like that. I'm old. I don't know. I'm living my 80s right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm enjoying that peace of mind and happy life right now. Because at the end, it's gonna be horrible. I know it's gonna be horrible, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna get that good retirement life right now while I can still walk and wipe my own butt. You know, like that's
Because you like that elements, the sickness is about to come, and we're gonna be some broke ass senior citizens. We don't have a 401. You know what I mean?
oh yeah.
Just don't really be spending like that. Like we got starved though, but like let me just enjoy this limelight now.
Right.
Right.
Some good points. Some good points. That's good points.
Yes.
Some good points. That's going to kind of lead us into our topic. So I'm gonna just go over again what the topic is for those that are watching and listening to the Real Shit No Joke show powered by Sadior Radio. I would just go over it again. And then I need everybody to get their scissors or their knives because we're going to be getting into cut the shit where everybody is going to talk about some shit that needs to be cut that they've seen or they're a part of. But prior to that, again, our topic, why do other people's opinion impact our lives so much? I know it's a lot out there, and we're going to definitely discuss that.
I don't give a fuck.
I want people to think. We're going to talk about those folks too.
Christians, comedians, neighbors. I don't give a fuck.
Hell.
Wait a minute, I think she may really mean it this time. Her eyes
Oh,
got
no.
all
You
these-
saw that
I
lips
think she
pop.
meant that.
You use
Okay,
one
wait.
eye.
Before we get into that, Miss May, whoa. Wow, she got this series. Can we get into our cut the shit?
Yes,
Can we-
ma'am.
Wow, I'm over here sweating just thinking about what she about to talk about because she don't give a fuck. Did I say that right, Nick? Did I put
Get
enough
that
F in
last syllable.
fuck?
What?
Only on the Real Shit No Joke show, bringing it to you live. All right, but anybody, talk to us about cut the shit. What are you cutting, darling?
What I would like to cut the shit with today. You don't have your knife ready. You have casings on your knife like I do. Sometimes you got to take the case off the knife because you don't want to cut people when it's not the right time. I want people to cut this shit on when they're reaching out to you for a business, such as your entertainment. Don't tell me when and what to do with what I do with my business. What I need to do is cut your bullshit. You stay in your lane. Let me conduct my business the way I conduct my business. And then we can then conduct business. See, let me just cut through the shit. I want you to stop telling people what makes you comfortable. Okay, that makes you comfortable. But what I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to be professional. So if somebody gives you their professional rundown and it's professional, stay fucking professional. Nobody needs to know all the bullshit you got going on. I'm talking to some specific people. If you know what I'm talking about and you feel some kind of way, then cut the shit then. Because you ain't supposed to feel no kind of way.
I'm sorry.
It's a business. Cut the shit.
I didn't mean to. I feel bad.
I'm sorry. Let me go back into my case. My bad.
I was scared.
But not
I'll be
my
honest.
bad.
And I was like, I've never met you. And I
Talking
feel
to y'all,
bad.
so I'm gonna just hide my face so she ain't talking to me. I don't even know.
I felt bad. I was like, I'll beat somebody up for you. I don't mind. Like I've done that before. I am affordable as enforcement any time of day. I don't really sleep well, so middle of the night, no problem.
With a name like Dino, I definitely may need you to be walking around behind and in front of me. Because
I'm big enough to do that. I can do that.
I just want people to respect our craft. If we tell you This is when we're going to have it done. And it's 4 months out. Please don't call us daily this month. If it's in November, please don't haggle us in August. It's okay to wait if we tell you. And don't get mad if we don't want to take your money yet. I don't want to take your money yet. Hold it. It's okay. No, I feel like some kind of way because I should be in control. Well, you have a great show. And I hope everything works out. Thank you for coming out. God bless and good night. So today's a real cut the shit. Okay? Real cut the shit. So that is my cut the shit. So for anybody else that's coming after me, let it be known. It don't have to be serious. It don't have to be a joke. It could be whatever it is that you feel like you want to tell somebody they need to cut the shit on. Whether it's somebody at your job, somebody in your house, your child that's staring at you. It doesn't matter. Whoever you
your
think
child
needs to cut
staring
the
at
shit.
you, they need to cut the shit. Maybe they just want some breakfast. Like, can you cook, woman? Why are you looking at me? Because I'm hungry and I can't cook for myself. What the hell, lady?
Cut the shit. You know how to make bowls of cereal.
It's no milk, lady. I'm tired of powdered milk. I don't know how to measure the water right. No, I don't want cereal.
There is no perfect measure. Cut the shit.
Oh goodness. LoveNicole. You have some scissors or a knife. You got something that you want to cut the shit with. Tell people to get it together.
I need an axe. Look, I need an axe over here.
Let me get it.
I want to cut the shit. I want all you married men that's trying to come at us single women because y'all know we single and we desperate than a motherfucker looking for a man. If you got a chance, I want you to cut it, okay? Just take something and just cut it, okay? Make your wife do the shit that you want that other girl that you trying to come after to do, okay?
Nicole,
I need y'all to cut it. I need y'all to honor that ring y'all got on that finger, okay? And I need you to cut it. Because us single women with dignity, we're not going to cross that line, okay? We don't want nobody else's meat. We want our own meat, okay? I'm just saying, so cut it.
Yes.
Okay.
Cut it.
Nicole, Nicole, I just really need you to put a pause in there because you're telling the men to cut their shit. So I think you need to specify exactly what you want these men to cut. So if they just tune in and you say, y'all married men up here coming after the women, I need you to cut your shit.
Oh, yeah.
So
well, look, your wife might like... Look, the wife might still like the little ding dong, so don't cut that. Just cut the shit that they're trying to do with us single ones, okay? Cut that, okay?
For real.
She's so real.
And
that's from LoveNicole, the comedian, okay?
Yeah. I felt nothing but love in that. Yeah, I felt the love. Yeah, that's whew. I felt that love.
Lord.
Oh, shucks. All right, so who want to go next? Or am I on the spot? Where we at with this? Am I next?
You're next,
Dino,
Shay Monet. What shit are you cutting today?
Honestly, I like to cut this damn heat. I'm just tired of burning the hell up all the time. I'm tired of just sitting in the same place with an air conditioner blowing on me. There's like 15, 20 BTUs and sweat still pouring down me. Like I'm tired of that. But I'm just tired of that. I'm not gonna even say cut this shit on that because it just is what it is. However, my cut this shit, I'm gonna dig deep and I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings and I'm dead ass and I don't give a damn. I'm dead ass.
Okay.
I'm dead ass on this. Whoever's not listening, you need to tune the hell in. Y'all niggas need to cut the shit. And I shouldn't say niggas because I don't want people to think I'm talking about just black people. I'm really not.
Right,
I'm talking about these ignorant folks in the sense of every time I get on my little feeds on Facebook and Instagram, I literally damn near see the same people with ignore those people in your past. I'm tired of people trying to bring me down. I'm not paying attention to y'all no more. Y'all in my past. I'm moving on with my life. I don't even see y'all. Y'all don't mean nothing to me. That's why I don't fuck with y'all no more. I'm doing great things in my life. God is blessing me.
Yeah.
All good stuff is shining upon me.
Shit is corny.
Nigga. Please, yo. My thing is, I don't understand how unhappy you truly are within your life, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
That's some shit.
Right.
How unhappy are you that daily you gotta remind everybody else that you ain't fucking with them no more? If you ain't fucking with them, why is that still your conversation? Boo, you're fucking with them. Just in case you don't know that. You fucking with them. Because every time you letting them know how you not fucking with them, you giving them your time and your energy.
And let
you
them
say you not giving them your time and your energy too. Nick, can I borrow your hatchet and your axe? Because I'm damn serious, yo. I wanted to do this on the show, but I said, these people think I'm in a rant and I'm mad at somebody specific. I'm really not. I'm really not mad or angry or anything at all. I'm quite happy. I just really want you to cut your shit. So you can truly find happiness, because if you were truly happy, you'll be talking about things that you're doing and all those positive things. You wouldn't spend all your energy talking about how you're not going to talk about and give your energy to people that don't matter. So I don't know. I'm not a psychiatrist or nothing, but I do have a little common sense. I'm going to say cut your shit.
That was good cutting. Can I cut into that? Wait a minute.
Please.
That was a lot of shit. Wait a minute. I gotta cut all the way into that. Wait a minute. I gotta stab into that because that was.
I'm trying to tell you.
Wow.
These positive, wonderful people that's just going on and fabulous with their life, but every day you talking about how you caught up with somebody else that you ain't caught up with. You lying to yourself. Shame the devil and move on with your life. I'm gonna say this as the pastor. Look at me, wash my face. Look, that's what pastor do. And amen. Amen. People that still doing, they like, wait a minute, yo, this is the real shit, no joke show. They are feeling some type of way.
This is just real shit today.
Real shit.
We back. What?
Dino, the genetic marvel. And when we get to knowing our guests, we're gonna find out what that name means. Tell us a little more before Nicole ends this out. What are you cutting over there? What shit?
Oh, in all honesty, I learned after my first marriage, just not just to stop lying. Just, you know what? If you did something wrong, just say it. Just don't lie. It's, you know what? Right. I don't lie. I pride myself on not lying to anyone in my life. You're not that important for me to waste a sin that I can use on murder. Okay?
Say that again, Danny. Say that again, Dino. Say it again.
I'm not gonna waste a sin on lying to you. I could use that to cover for a murder. It's that simple.
That's a good one, Captain Boy. That's a good one.
Yes, I'm not gonna waste the sin.
Yeah, it's just, that's why I'm like, you know what? People who are like, oh, I'm gonna act like this, be like, what? I'll tell you this. I tried to act like someone not me for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I thought I was gonna have a stroke. I thought I was gonna die. Okay?
Facts.
Because Dino isn't actually my real name. Okay, but it's an abbreviation that I've gone by my entire life. I tried to go by my real name in a professional situation for 15 minutes. I thought I was gonna die. Okay, my real name is Constantine. That's what it is.
Ooh, I like it.
Everyone likes it. It's a beautiful name. It's glorious.
Yes. You get pussy on both of them, so they don't worry.
Right.
Don't worry, baby boy. You got it. You got it.
That is true.
Shut up.
You got it.
So that's it. I'm like, listen, you know what? Just be yourself. Be proud of who you are and just live your life. You don't have to show it off to people, and just listen. All I know is I'm just seeing constantly of all these pictures now of people traveling and everything, and be like, who are you showing it for? I'm looking at you. You ain't happy. Who are you showing this for? You know, I'm in my house for almost 2 years. I haven't left. And you know what? I'm happier than you. What does that say? That I should have that job and travel. That's what it says. You ain't need to travel. I'm actually happy.
Ram. Scratch it up, baby boy. Scratch it up.
Dino.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Cut the shit, people.
Cut the shit.
Cut the shit.
So my cut the shit, since we all being moralistic today and shit, I don't know which comedians have morals and shit, but okay.
We pretend. Pretend mostly.
We care.
So
We do.
I think it's off the other Nicole, my twin namer here, my twin flame namer. My cut the shit is about, you know, we living in a new time where millennials are cracking shit open, so they don't like the slut shame and all this bullshit. And I agree with some of it. It's making us, you know, relearn, unlearn things. But I think you could be a slut and do your thing, but have some limitations and some restrictions. Don't fuck your friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, non-binary, whatever you want to call it, your exes. There's certain things that should be off limits. There's enough men and women out here, and I'm finding out some people that I'm like disappointed in, but then they're human. About if you know, there's no slut shaming, do your thing, but everything has a limit. Everything. I like a whole bunch of cookies and cakes and snacks and shit, but there's a limit. There's a limit to that. Limit. So
I can tell you, I pushed that limit, so that's fair.
You know, just friends. You know, friendships have different levels to it, but if you're even a remote level of a friend, there's certain limits that you should not be fucking with people's exes, people's mans, women. So it's kind of going back to Nicole as far as like, stop trying to holler at young single women. Let us find our own shit. It's enough out here to not want somebody else's baggage or past or currents. You know what I mean? So I'm just a little moralistic on that. I'm not generally a slut. I have my issues in other areas. So I'm no different to nobody else. I cuss like a seller and I steal from kids and don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So that's it. Just a little more. We all more today. Stop lying. Don't be lying. Don't be trying to get single women caught up in your marital bullshit. And stop fucking your friends' exes, yo. And then you doing it to a lot of people and the shit is getting played out. And I'm not really someone to talk a lot of shit on the internet. I'll meet you face to face. I'm not
face to face.
I know that.
And that's pretty much what I think Jay Monet's saying. A lot of subliminal messages with your pain on the internet is getting real played out. Get your counseling or talk to people face to face. But see, people punk now. So a lot of things is social, you know, Instagram bullies.
People have forgotten what it feels like to get punched in the face. That's what it is.
Sorry. We gotta start reminding them of what it feels like.
So even though we're in this new world of a lot of freedom, you know, and a lot of things are making us relearn things, especially old heads. Like, you know, I'm like an ex, kind of like off the millennial. These young people really making us rethink some of our prejudices, different things like that. But something still involves a little bit of morals, just a little bit, dog. That's all I gotta say.
I want to say, cut that shit. Yes,
I like
the whole shit. Like I don't see it.
Only thing I'm kind of thinking that though, like if a person a slut, that's probably why they call them a slut. Because they sleeping with everybody. I only think that here they sleep with a friend. Now you got some loose women. I remember growing up calling them loose. Now the loose women didn't sleep with everybody dead and everybody mad. They just slept with a lot of men.
Yeah.
They was loose.
Wait a minute.
The sluts and the hoes, that's kind of how they got the name slut and hoe. Because they don't care.
So what do you call somebody who sleep with anybody? Everybody man, everybody ex, everybody wife.
And everything about her loose, because that's why they call them loose, because they stuff loose. So she may gush when she go in the bathroom.
Let me tell you something. Even a drug dealer has a limit. Even a drug dealer has restrictions, Steve. It's okay to have a cold. Like, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna do that, but I'll do this. And you almost 50 years old. And you almost 50, dog.
Right. You gotta grow up. That's it. At some point, you have to grow up.
Yes.
As a young adult to an adult, you have to grow up.
Come on, Nicole.
Like you gotta know that. Okay, I done did. I'm talking like our generation. I'm about near 50. So you know what I mean. Like when I was younger, I did all that shit. I was what? Shit, I was in the club before I was 21. I was a 2-drink minimum hoe. You hear me? Like, here you go. Bitch drunk right here. She drunk. Here you go. You got one. Y'all got one for the night. Who taking her? You know what I mean?
Come
So
on,
I done
baby.
lived that life. So it's
Right.
like you get to a point where it's like, come on, yo, don't come at me. With
Right.
Cut the shit.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Cut that shit. I
Yeah.
done did that. You know what
Real
I mean?
shit.
I'm at a point right now where I want to grow old with somebody. I ain't trying to have
right.
somebody else as somebody.
Yep.
I want my own. And
Uh-huh.
now
see,
niggas
but
be like,
see-
oh, you know what I mean? You ain't fucking with nobody. No, because I don't
Right.
have to.
Right.
I don't have to
Right.
just
But
fuck
Nick-
with somebody. I
but-
want to be with somebody. You
but
know what
Nicole-
I mean? Come on.
But Nicole, the slut that I'm talking about is fucking it up for people like us trying to have something quality and healthy and purposeful. Whores and sluts don't want nothing meaningful. And my thing is, if you want to sleep around as a man or woman, do you, but don't do it with your people. Have some what they call it, boundaries and some loyalty.
Have some
That's
tact.
what's missing.
Right.
And like you said, at a certain age, some of that shit should be peeling off of you. Some of those
Right.
old habits and those old hurts and those old sins. Like, come on now.
But that's
Exactly.
you just hit it on the head, Nick. That's old hurts. That's all trauma. That's all shit that. Remember when we did have those moments when we were younger? You threw shit to the wind. I got time. I got this. Whatever it was, you threw it out the window because you didn't want to deal with it at that moment. But at this age, oh, trust and
gotta deal
believe
with
they dealing with that shit. You can act
Yeah.
like you ain't dealing with it, but in the
Like,
middle of the
that's
night,
a good point. Do you sit
Right.
with yourself? Do you? Because
Right.
we all had that silent time. Do you sit with yourself and really
Right.
reflect? That's
right?
it. That's you know. I just think that
You're
it's
asking
okay.
some
To be
crazy
free.
questions, Nicole.
It's okay to be free spirited, but what does that mean? That means something different depending on who you're talking to and what age
Right.
and what background and creed, right?
Right.
But
Mhm.
free spirited is like being free from your inner issues and the world that we living in and all that. It ain't about just be showing everybody.
Right. Right.
And I'm
Especially
not
when you're old.
and I'm not real overly moralistic and overly traditional like I come across. Like, do you want to be free and do whatever you want, but there's limits. And as a married man or a man with somebody, or because women doing it too, women be trying to get men, and you got somebody at home, and all people, women should know better.
Yes, that's the truth.
Yeah.
The shit that we go through as women, and you want to do what men do, we cannot. It's going to catch
Exactly.
up.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
You hit it on the head. You hit it on the head.
We
Yes.
having auntie moments right now, baby.
Yes.
We are. and
Yes.
That's going to lead us.
Let me get my wine just for that. My church
lead us
wine.
into our topic.
Get my
That's
church
going to lead
wine.
us into.
Well,
I see she drinking her wine.
Uh-huh.
That's
Let's
going
go,
to definitely
baby.
lead us into our topic.
Let's go.
Why do we care about other people's opinions? However, before that, we're again going to welcome our guests, and we're going to let them say who they are,
Amen.
and not necessarily your promotions, because you can say that for the end of the show where people
Right.
can reach you, but pretty much who you are and what you're doing in your comedy and what are you overall doing. So, Dino, you done crossed your arms and set up. I want to hear what you got to say. But I just want to say to you, Nicole, you asking for my Nicole Spain, you asking for a
Yeah.
lot. You asking do people sit and by themselves? First of all, that's just way too much time when I got a phone, a radio, a TV,
True.
people to have sex with.
But you know what, Jay? I cut my shit off. I
24
cut
hours
my
in a
shit
day. Let's not think crazy. And then on top of asking, do we sit by ourselves? You asking us to have morals? You asking women to not be like a man? Don't you know that they take great pride? And I'm gonna say they because I'm not one of those kind of women. I'm definitely old school. They take pride in saying that they don't need a man and how much they can do without a man. So
I needs a man, honey.
now, y'all know I'm saying all this
I got
sarcasm.
this
right?
tired
So don't
that
worry.
need to be changed. Shit.
Bikini, before we talk to our guests and they say who they are, can you go ahead and say what you need to say as far as everything that everyone has to say, their own independent? Can you sit
Well,
up
you
and
just
say
about said it, Mama, but as it goes, the views and the opinions that are expressed on the Real Shit No Joke radio show are not in direct connection with Sadior Radio, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Trump, anyone of that sort. And what it is the expressions and the opinions of those people that are on our show and expressing it out of their mouths only. Please take this time to take note that this is the Real Shit No Joke radio show.
So if you a hoe, you a hoe. That's what that meant.
That's it. That's it.
I
Okay.
feel
Fantastic.
awkward that I'm supposed to be interviewed now because like I'm
All these
not.
mad ass bitches on this shit. You like, all
Well,
three, all
this
four
is
of them bad.
this is the best part is so like I'm older, right? Like I'm approaching middle age, but at the same time, like I saved myself for marriage. So like
Okay.
I'm enjoying this conversation. I'll tell you that right
Amen.
now. This is
Hey,
very
to the
exciting.
man.
But yeah, no, it's this is great. I'm yeah. This is fun.
So wait. Did I hear you say you saved yourself for marriage?
Yeah.
I tried
Kitty,
it.
wait. We gonna do that. He can speak a little bit
tried.
about
I
it.
just wanted to make sure our listeners heard that, Jay.
There wasn't a lineup, don't get me wrong, okay? Like there wasn't, okay? But at the same time, you know, I had opportunities and I had money. So like it was a choice. And
Good, okay. Just
all
want to
right,
make
so
sure
listen
because I
again.
know
We
you're
got
gonna come back.
Dino.
Transparency.
We got Dino Jeanette Marvel, and we have Miss Love Nicole. These are two fantastic people that I've been doing shows with and just growing with right with Brenda B, Sauce in the City, and they're a fantastic group. Well over, I would honestly say 1,000 comedians over the years she's been doing it, and it's fantastic to build bridges and to network with people like this. So I was really honored to bring them to be part of our family and hear what they have to say. So Dino, yes, you are kind of on the spot. And it's not a question. Just give us a minute or two and tell us about you because we got to get into the topic and then we got to get into the adult hour.
Yeah.
So we don't spend a whole lot of time picking on you.
No, I'm enjoying this. This is great. I'm having so much fun. It's just like let's put it this way: is For Women with Knives, where I have the barrier of the internet, is a good position for me. Okay. Like granted, like I growing up had to have thick skin, so I grew 16 layers of it, right? So I'm a bigger guy, and you know, but at the same time, my wife is deadly at a distance with a gun or a bow and arrow. So I'm like, listen, she'll get me like right in the eyeball. She's dangerous. Yeah. Oh no, no. It was definitely a reason. So yeah, I'm Dino the Genetic Marvel. J Monet, you've never asked me why I go by that name, so I'll tell you why. It's because so I'm Greek, and I don't have a very long last name, but it is something that people mispronounce constantly. So I didn't want to use that, but at the same time, especially when I started comedy, I was about I would say I was about a Big Mac away from 400 pounds.
Me too.
And I don't have any boobs. That's my it's amazing. And now I've actually lost weight and I still have no boobs. And fat guys get mad at me and it's great. So I'm not a scientist, but I'll tell you, it's great when I can walk up to thin guys and just like give them a good flick and they're just like, I hate you. I'm like, I don't got no boobs and I'm a dude, so it works out well.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm up in Toronto, Canada, just doing comedy and waiting for everything to kind of end because I'm just it's not just that I'm like I'm not like anti-vax or anything like that, but I am definitely pro-pandemic. Like I don't like seeing people, and this has been great because I've made connections all over the world, and it's been so fun, and I never had to put on pants, and that's a wonderful thing. For me. I'm beautiful, like from here up, I'm gorgeous. You know, it just starts to the number starts to drop as you go lower. Like I got great calves, I got beautiful forearms, but like you know, certain parts not
you're
great.
Features,
you know,
sexy like me. I love it. Dark features with you every.
For me, it's mostly the fact that I can, you know, make a Kool-Aid sized hole through a wall. I can go wherever I want. No one's gonna stop me. They just look at me. They're like, "You stop him." No,
that's all right.
Unless you got a gun, and then I'm like, nah, how big of a gun? Because there's a lot of space in between things in here.
It ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't nothing wrong with that. And you probably got a good pistol and you got a wife.
She hasn't killed me yet, and we've been married for about 6 years. So, yeah,
very good.
Either her poisoning sucks, or I adapted, or she never tried. I think she tried at least a couple times. I would respect her for it. You know, I'm a real shit to deal with, and I'm a top tier 1950s husband. Like I don't beat my wife, I talk with my wife, I don't cheat on my wife.
Amen.
But at the same time, like I'm not
You
doing
got
any
your
work
shit.
around the house because I'm a piece of shit. Like I'm funny. I bring funny
You
to
got
the
your
table.
shit, bro.
Like I bring peace of mind. I like, hey, honey, you need to vent. I'm here for you, and I listen. And here's some chocolate. Like I'm nice that way, but I don't do anything. I'm like, just here's some money. Just oh, it's our anniversary. Here, take some money. Leave me
I'll
alone.
take that,
I don't know what to get
honey.
you. She's a fashion designer. I can't buy something for her. Every time I've bought something, it's been returned and exchanged, and I had to add more money. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna give you the money up front. Get whichever you want. Enjoy.
I love it.
Thank you
I
so much
love
for
it.
being with
Thanks for
us.
sharing.
I love it.
Yes.
Aw.
Miss Love Nicole, tell us a little bit about you, baby.
I am LoveNicole, the comedian. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
I heard it.
And
I can hear it.
unlike Dino, I have been married 5 times over already. Okay. Like I said, I used to be a hoe. That was way, way back in the day. So now I'm an ex-hoe and I'm single. And it's hard to get a man. You know what I mean? Like when you get older and like you done fucked a lot when you was younger, it's like in the same city, they like, you fucked with my cousin way back in the day. You fucked with my cousin's friend. So, yeah, you know what I mean?
You gotta get over it.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to get permission now. Like, but that was like 35 years ago. I mean, it's like now. Look, I'm re-celibate now. Okay, like I done been by myself and I dildo for like the last 8 months, so I'm good.
Oh my
but
God.
I'm single. No, but with my comedy life, look, with my own other things, look, I've been doing a lot of open mics in Cincinnati. I've been doing comedy for a while. I'm trying to take it to the next level. And I appreciate you guys for having me on the show as a guest.
Yes.
Oh, we love having y'all guys on here. We really appreciate it. Definitely. Now, Nicole, she normally does, I don't know if I want to say horoscope, but she has a lot of insight, I would say, on our guests.
So I'm half
I'm
Christian. I'm half Christian some days. I do zodiacs other days. All right. I'm a half Christian. I ain't shit.
So before we get into the topic, Nicole, what you feeling about these two? What you thinking?
So what I'm getting from Dino and Nicole, I get sweetheart. Like y'all just good people.
Don't tell people that.
And that makes sense.
I have a reputation.
No, you a sweetheart. It's okay to be a comedian and have a good spirit. It is okay. And I think we so used to some bullshit with each other that when we come across good people, be like, what the fuck?
Right.
So,
that's happened a lot to me.
Yeah, I could tell. When J Monet pick them and you start listening to them, it makes sense. You be like, oh, okay, this shit makes sense. Now I bring assholes on the show because I'm an ass. It just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But I'm good for it. So I think with y'all, I could be totally wrong. I haven't been on my horoscope zodiac training in a while, but I get Libra vibes.
No,
I get
Libra?
okay. Don't tell me what you are, but I don't get cockiness. I don't get an extra. I definitely don't get a fire sign, and I don't get. I thought Libra. That's where I'm at with it. What's your sign, Nicole?
I'm a Pisces. I'm a fish.
Okay, so you are a level of sweetheart.
Yeah, I'm very, very spiritually connected. I'm very spiritually connected.
And a Pisces feels every fucking thing.
Yeah.
You guys are feelers.
Yes.
If somebody's pregnant, you feel that. Like feel your pregnancy. Like
yeah, very intuitive. Very intuitive.
Yeah, very much so. And you guys are very fantasy. You in your own little world, your own little island.
Yeah. And it be real though.
And if you have a fantasy about what?
It's well, the funny thing is, so
today.
I have a lot of nieces and nephews in Greece, so they've actually started messaging me from now because it's just past midnight there. So they're just sending me messages, and I'm just like,
Well,
look at me. I'm old. Like, listen, I'm turning 900. Like, it doesn't. For me, I'm like, I'm just here to make existence enjoyable. At this point, I'm like, I'm not. You know, I've. It's entertaining because people will talk about this, and I'm like, I'm at peak mental health, but it's like body not so much. Like relationship definitely peak. But it's like now I just need to find something to make money with, and I'm good. But you know, I'll probably never find that. I'm gonna end up a hobo. I don't know.
See, I thought about transparency from you, and that is a Leo trait of being open and honest. What you see is what you can surprise. You know what I'm saying? And that's not for everybody. So I
did used to be an asshole.
Leo.
I did used to be an asshole. Like a
that's what you said.
Wow. Like
Leos are assholes.
Yeah, traditionally.
Yes,
I've actually become a human being. So
with maturity and self-awareness, we change that. We change. But see, one thing about a Leo, we not gonna fuck you over. So which is after that? That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
Now, Dino, I don't know if you hear Nicole saying we. With that being said, understand that Nicole is a Leo and Bikini Body is a Leo.
Hey.
So both of them.
Leos and a Capricorn. God bless her. She chose us. Fuck her.
You fit right in. You fit right in. All right, guys. We are in the 7 o'clock hour, and it is Adele hour. However, we're going to deal with our topic a little bit, maybe about 15, 20 minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and get into the Adele hour. We're going to be cutting off the lights and lighting the candles. Yeah. And getting your favorite drink or smoke or whatever it is you want. So dealing with our topic, why do we allow other people's opinions to impact our lives and so much? So I kind of came up with these ideas, and y'all, we're going to definitely expound on them. I have parents or authorities, because some people in jail. So parents, authorities, traditions, and beliefs, concerned about what other people think of them, financially dependent. Some people have parents or a boyfriend or somebody that's giving them money, so they kind of got to go along to get along. I thought about insecurity, loneliness, or scared. Sometimes people just scared to change or be something different. And lastly, I put unsure of their purpose. So some people, they go along with what other people say, and they are so impactful because they don't even know who they are yet to be able to decide you're right or wrong about me. So let's try to get in that topic for the next 15, 20 minutes and blow that out. All right, guys, that's a whole lot. What y'all thinking? Has there been times in your life where you've allowed other people's opinions to impact your life? Or do you know, you have children or friends, maybe you got like a best friend and they always call you to see what you think.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go first, even though I'm not a guest. I think we all have been there before. I think that if you say I don't care, you know how the J when I get when you going kind of with it, you can tell me if I'm right or wrong or whatever. But I don't care what people think about me. I don't care. Yes, you do. We have at different points in our lives where it was a thick care, a no care, a little care. It comes in different dosages, and especially if the age that you're at, the growth that you're at. Sometimes we do care, and sometimes we should care. But how do you let that care affect you? Is another level. So I do have a few people where I'm very vulnerable and transparent. White people were transparent, where I would check in with people and be like, yo, like, I this really bad, because we really do fucking care. But you got to find that safe space to really express that, where you're going to get the safe answer and a truthful answer in return. But the older you get, you kind of don't give a fuck no more. So it's like a variety of answer that I'm getting. If you say you don't care, use a lie. That care comes in waves. You know what I mean? It comes in different levels. So yeah, it's my 2 cents.
LoveNicole, what you thinking, baby?
I mean, I agree with Nicole to an extent, but like where I'm at personally in my life, somebody else's opinion of me, I could give 2 fucks about. You know what I mean? I mean, because I've grown. So now back at like a couple of years ago, yeah, I care because I felt like I needed to be a certain way for people. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I have to dress like this. I have to speak like this. You know what I mean? I have to drive something like this. I have to live like this, or people will treat you a different type of way. And now it's like, I'm comfortable with my skin. I'm comfortable with myself. Everything I do for myself and my daughter, because I want to be able to advance in my life and show her that, hey, your mama did do something. I know I'm damn near a century old, but you know what I mean? It's like, I still want her to be like, I'm proud of my mom. You know what I mean? So I care about what she thinks of me. That's where the opinion come from. What she cares about me. Like, I don't want her to be like, my mama.
How old is she?
You know what I mean? She's 30 years old, but she has Down syndrome, but she's highly functionable.
Okay.
And she's out with dinner right now with my sister, whose birthday is today. Happy birthday.
Leo.
So yeah. So I know y'all Leos. Leos. Woo. Girl, I know, but y'all go get her.
We ain't here, so we won't fuck your husband.
No. I definitely, well, from the ones that I know, I can believe that. So, and I ain't worried about that right now. I'm trying to find a husband. Did you just hear me say I'm single, girl? I ain't even a hoe no more, and I can't get no dick.
But your Leos,
like, what?
Trust. The Leos around you can trust.
No, don't trust me. I'm a horrible person.
You a lie. You a lie.
I believe that.
No. You know what? I've gotten to the point where people will be like, hey, can I trust you with something? I'm like, no, I don't want the responsibility. I'm happy. I don't put it on me.
Social responsibility.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm good. See, this is the whole, like, touching back to Nicole's point, was that free-spiritedness is a wonderful thing, and it's something that's needed, but at the same time it gets to a point where it becomes counterproductive, right?
Wow.
It's just because you're just outside of everything, right? And that's why people want to belong, and there's two sides to that, is that I want my opinion to matter to you, and then on the other side, where I want people to I want their opinion to matter to me, right? So it's people lording over, well, my opinion should matter to you, in that idea of, people who are older saying, well, you should respect me because I'm old. I'm like, doesn't make you not an asshole. I don't give a shit.
True.
Right?
I'm not giving
and at the same time, right, is you being vulnerable, wanting someone to agree, like, hey, give me your opinion and validate my existence, is that idea that I want to belong with people, right? That's why, like, religion is a huge thing, and all the things we experience, our heritage, where we're from, the street we live on, the type of street we live on. Like, there's all sorts of things that people will just grab onto, like, hey, I collect Pokemon cards like a weirdo. That's their thing now, right? And they just want to belong to other people, right? And the fact is, all they had to do was not be an asshole, and people would like them. But that's
very good
opinion.
point. Very good point. Very good point. Very good point.
The only thing I'm going to give my opinion to people about, like, I don't even want you to ask me, well, what's your opinion about a situation? Or because I don't want to give you an opinion and you take what I said and run with it, and it be the fucked uppest thing that could happen to you. So only thing I'm going to give my opinion on, which I state as fact, is that everybody on earth should know that God, Jesus Christ, and the devil do exist and are among us. I give my opinion strongly on that. But for you to just ask me, like, well, Nicole, what's your opinion? Like, do you think that I should mess with this guy, or do you think I should take that job? I don't know, because I don't know what your experience is going to be in that situation. So I'm not going to give you my opinion, because I don't want it to fuck up your life. You know what I mean? That's just me.
That's what y'all both saying. Y'all both don't want social responsibility, and I don't want it either. It's too much.
I got my own problems. I screwed up my own life. I don't need to screw up yours too and have that on my head. Are you kidding me? I already got cursed with this face. I
think that comes to that place of maturity and growth, where you recognize that I have so many things that I need to contend with within my own life, and understanding the responsibility and accountability that comes with it. I don't want to add more. Right before the show was starting and the situation happened, and the person was like, well, Jay, you said you had it. Bullshit. I don't want to ever have nothing again in life. I've had enough responsibility. However, I can dish it back. But the thing is, when you young and you hungry and just all that, it's like, yes, I can do it. I can, and everything before you is just me, and it's not a problem. And I can take this one, and I'm gonna tell you this, but you don't know nothing to tell nobody because you ain't been through nothing. So I think as we grow, we learn and we mature, and then we kind of sit back and recognize as much as we know, damn, I don't know much because there's still so much more to know. Because at this point, I thought I knew everything, and now I recognize, damn, there's so much more to know. And half the shit I did know was the wrong shit. So now I gotta relearn
We're
that shit.
always in the we're
Still
always
learning
in
this other
the ing.
shit.
Yep.
I'm lucky.
Right.
My wife tells me when I'm wrong. It's a lot easier that way.
Get you a wife. Get you a wife.
It's just blank. I don't remember anything.
Unfortunately, I still like men, so I got to get a husband.
So is it
I
right
wouldn't
or
recommend
is
it. They're the worst.
Right.
Is there a right or wrong with people having opinions on other people's lives? Like I know sometimes they say haters make you greater. And I know when I first heard it, of course I understood the concept of it.
Right.
However, I wasn't necessarily on board with it. However, if time is going on, I can understand it more and more every day. In the sense of you trying to prove them so much of wrong, I'm gonna do so right to let you know you was wrong. And again, I understand that concept. However, I'm just a little more with I'm just doing what I need to do for me because this is what I do. And if it rock with you, then great. But I don't have to rock with you. However, I like LoveNicole looking at almost a half a century, 48 years old, where I had to grow into that place. And that's what Nicole Spain said earlier. Like, I think if any of us said that, we didn't go through it, you a lie. In some form or fashion, you have.
Right.
And hopefully, with maturity and growth, you've come to a place to appreciate it, yet learn differently. I know my sister, my sister said, literally probably about 30, maybe 30 years ago. And I say that because my daughter's 31. She was a baby. Maybe like 30 years ago. My sister looked at me, here she go, look, I don't give a fuck. And it was real random. It came out of nowhere. We was having no conversation. I don't know what happened, but she just looked at me. And she said, I don't give a fuck. Yet I give a fuck.
That's the new word.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And it took me years. Do y'all hear me?
I'm
it took
from
me
Detroit.
years
That
to
shit
understand
coming
what
out.
the hell she was saying 30 years ago. I don't give a fuck. I give a fuck, but I don't give a fuck. And in today's time, I can tell you exactly what it means. Look, for real, I don't give a fuck what y'all people doing. Because I'm going to do what I got to do. But yet, I give a fuck. Because I ain't in the world by myself. And I got to rock with y'all. So I'm concerned, and I want to work this out. But in the end, I really don't give a fuck if y'all with me or not.
Exactly.
I want to call her up on the phone. Like, oh, yeah, I understand. I give a fuck, don't give a fuck. Okay, then I got you.
Right.
But that's the epitome of growth, though. That's the epitome of your self-growth, as simple as it is.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Because when Nicole Love said, I don't care no more, see, I'm 41 next week, right? And I'm starting to get to that level. When I first got on, I was like, I don't give a fuck. And I don't, dog. Like, you bring some certain shit to me, you gonna get some Detroit out of me or fucking Leo or my mama. Because I'm telling you, a whole bunch of comedians the other day was sitting around talking about somebody, and I said, I don't give a fuck. I said, because y'all all hold each other. As soon as a motherfucker leave the table, you will hold a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. They all look like, because they gave me a compliment, like, yeah, Nick, you've been doing your thing. You just don't care. I said, I don't give a fuck.
Listen, it's important to remember.
I said, when I leave the table, y'all gonna hold me anyway. They was like, no, we not. Be cool. I said, but you gonna hold somebody because I don't give a fuck.
Hey, Nicole, just as you should know, so tomorrow I am turning 41. And one thing that always makes me happy is knowing that Danny Glover was 41. He was 41 years old in the first Lethal Weapon when he said he's getting too old for this shit. And I'm like, that's this year, baby. I am too old for this shit.
And guess what?
Not interested.
And guess what, Dino? He a dark feature like me and you, boo. He's a dark feature. Dark hair, don't give a fuck. Dark eyebrows. Dark Eyelashes, don't give a fuck. I
So
look
is it a bad thing not to give a fuck?
No, of course not. You know what? Listen, I'll be the first one to say that I don't like talking about people in general because I don't like the idea of being a gossip or anything like that.
Me
But if
either.
someone has gossip, I will eat that like a pig eats shit. It's delicious, okay?
That's
I
not
love
just
hearing that
mine.
shit.
A Leo would take up. Okay, so I heard somebody here. A Leo would take up for other people though at the table.
I used to. And then I got married. My wife's like, no, that's mine. That's my protection. You don't go protecting other people. Fuck those people.
Right.
It's my house.
Right.
Listen, for me, I'm at a point in my life. If you aren't mine, like my wife, my parents, my family, I'll cut you. I don't give a shit.
that's right.
Okay. It's not, no, I'll protect mine, but I have no responsibility to anyone else. Right. That's my job. That's my responsibility. That's my lot in life. I will do whatever I have to protect them. But somebody walking down the street, I'm like, hey, you should probably not walk on the street. And he's like, fuck you. I'm like, all right, there's a truck coming.
All right, just watch.
No, not my problem.
All right, so somebody
This
walking down the
is
street.
grown-ass people.
All right, Dino. So somebody walking down the street. I know you in Canada, doesn't happen often. But somebody walking down the street, and they get busted upside their head, and then somebody acting like they about to hit them some more. What you doing?
Get my camera. I don't give a shit. Fuck that guy.
But let me tell you about Toronto. Toronto got a hood though. Toronto will bust you in your fucking head.
You know what? You know what happened? Things happened to me is listen. Okay, I'm 6'2" and I'm like 360 pounds. If you're in my way, I will pick you up and I'll move you to the side. It's that simple. Okay. I don't care if you're a grown ass man. It doesn't make a difference to me. I will pick you up and move your ass. Okay. But there are people who are like, oh, when you move me, I hurt myself. And you're like, whoa, what is happening? I stopped getting people having a fight. I'm going to watch with my camera. You know why? Because that is not my problem. That is not my issue. Because you know what? The last thing I need is somebody to freak out. Maybe even the person I'm helping hit me. I fall down, crack my head, and I can't move for the rest of my life. Yeah, no thanks. I'm good. I'll be over here with my camera, and you can use this as evidence after I post it on WorldStar. Thank you very much. I'm going to get my likes. Okay.
Thank you for my follows and my views. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't need to get involved. Like, listen, I will happily warn someone of something like, hey, be careful, fire, whatever. Don't walk into traffic, guys. That's fine. But that's I don't have to grab you and restrain you and be like, oh, protect yourself. No. Fuck you. You're an adult. You make your own decisions, and I'll be over here watching you with my fancy coffee going, this guy's gonna fucking hit that sign.
Exactly.
Look at him hit that sign like a jackass. Yeah. That's it. I don't care. Listen. You can't fix stupid. Stupid's just there. And you're just like, you might as well record it because it's delicious.
You can't.
It's delicious.
That was good. Damn, that was good. You sure
You really can. You really can. You
can teach ignorant. That's right. You can teach ignorant because they don't know, but you damn sure can't fix stupid. They don't want some good shit. I ain't hear that before, but that's some damn shit. That's right.
That's it. Like, if someone's ignorant, you should take the time to teach them. Because being ignorant doesn't mean they chose to be ignorant. They just haven't experienced something. That's fine. Take the time to teach them. But if someone wants to be stupid, fuck that person.
Right.
Yeah. Who gives a shit? Let them be stupid. And I'm gonna watch. It's gonna be funny.
And you know what? A lot of times being stupid is by choice. I had to learn that. Because it was a season I was stupid and I didn't really see it because we got our own shit we got to work through. But sometimes it's by choice. You're like, well, fuck it. Like after a while, people gotta let you be until you get a hold of yourself, and they don't come back around if it's meant. You know what I mean?
Right.
True. And that's you have to grow into the person. Like you have kids being doctors, and you're like, you're not a person. You just read a book. You're not a real person, right?
You're just a robot.
Right. Robot. Like it takes so much longer to become a real human being that people don't understand. Like I remember going to open mics and guys were like, oh, we're gonna go to this other mic. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll see you guys there. They're like, oh, can you give us a ride? I'm like, no. They're like, no, we're both going there. I'm like, my safe space is my car, and I go over my material. I do that. I'm like, so you go do your thing. I'll see you there. They're like, well, can I just get your ride? I'm like, no. I'm so I don't. They're like, oh, why are you being a dick? I'm not being a dick. Go get a car. It's my fault you don't have a car? Fucking take transit. It's not my problem.
Yep.
Ah.
I'm taking a trip. I live in
Yo,
Philly.
this is so much of the Greek in you. I don't think this is the Canadian side. This is
We
Oh,
definitely
no,
the
no.
play
Greek
that
side
shit.
of you.
I
I said
stomped that
Greek.
Canadian out a long time ago. Fuck
I
that guy.
know, I got family from Canada. This is not Canadian at all. This
Man,
is not
it's a lot of. I'm
the
originally
genetics of a Canadian. This is damn sure Greek. I promise you.
Yeah.
It is Canadian,
I
Jay.
love
We've
it.
seen Justin Bieber. We know this is Canadian.
Oh,
It
fuck that
starts
guy.
out nice and all
With
friendly.
ugly ass
And all of a
mustache.
sudden, whoa.
I like Tamia. She a safe space from Canada. Tamia, the singer. I like her. I'll take her.
Yes.
But I'm taking a trip to Detroit on Saturday, right? That's like an 8-9 hour ride from Philly because that's I'm going home for an event this weekend. And somebody was like, "Well, I could ride with you." No, you can't. Not for no 8-9 hours.
8-9
That's
hours?
long.
If
I
we
am
ain't fucking or family, don't get in my car, man. 8-9 hours?
And I'm 41. I'm premenopausal like a motherfucker. I need my
couldn't pay me
space.
to get in that car.
Girl,
You could not pay me.
I need to go over my material. I need to listen to I need a Baker straight through. I don't need no bullshit. Cause see, I'm a Leo, so when people around, I'm accommodate, and I don't feel like doing that shit no more. Not right now.
There's a
So
50-50 chance you're gonna have to murder somebody on the road. So
You
they're
better
like,
get your Greyhound.
no,
Yeah.
absolutely not. Absolutely
See,
not.
y'all people gonna have to decide who you're going with. And all right, Nicole, do you tell the person just no, or do you tell them why the no is? Do you need to explain
So
it, or is it just no because I said no?
it's a good question. I'm starting to use the word no. I'm very new to it.
Mhm.
I'll admit that. It took me 40 years to learn how to say no, and I'm still not fully confident in it. And when I have given no's, I not recently, but like a year ago, I was shaky with my nose. Oh no, but and then my nose were passive aggressive. You're gonna say no, it's gotta be fucking no. So I would play with my nose and go back and forth, and I can tell that I'm trying to get there because no was not in my vocabulary. Now I'm saying no, I'm giving you the dead truth. Like, why you can't? Because I don't want to.
Right.
That's a perfectly justified response. You don't need to say anything else.
It's like you can't give me you don't have no so you don't have the money like that. I got the money, but I don't want to. I got some goals going on, and I mean it with love. Even with a motherfucker I don't really know, I'm a loving person. I could come across my bark line on my bike. I still bust you in your fucking head if you come fuck with me. You understand? But my nose are not grounded yet, but they're getting there, to be precise in my answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Y'all know I like always asking that because we leave people out there lost sometimes.
Yes.
We just have them floating and they don't necessarily know why the no is.
Right.
So I think sometimes, not sometimes, but all the time, if we need to explain the no so they can be a little bit better.
Yeah.
And Nick, you need to see my new set because that's what I start off with. No, I'll probably say no for the first minute. No,
Right.
no,
Right.
no,
And then
no,
we give you explanation.
no.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, Jay, this will hit all audiences.
And let me tell you why.
This will hit black and white audiences, especially of a life experience. Everybody know what the fuck no means.
But why do you need to give somebody an explanation when you say no? Why do you feel like it's necessary to give them an explanation?
Okay.
Right.
Are you asking me that, or you just throwing it out there?
I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
You have to give. You don't have to give an explanation, but as you get older, you know what? I'm gonna nip this shit in the bud. I'm gonna tell you no, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying no. So that way, you ain't got no reason to bring your dumb ass back around here asking me the same dumb fucking question. I already done told you no. I already done told you why. So when you come back, guess what? I'm not saying shit. I'm just standing there looking at you like Sherman Hemsley.
Okay, that makes sense. See,
and
I
that's
want to know.
really it. Yeah,
that makes sense. Okay,
yeah,
like
and if not, it's like you if you don't tell people necessarily why, they're now back in the world doing the same shit that you said no to, and you recognize, and they're wiser, so they're doing the same shit. So
why is that your job to fix them?
Because, as I said, this is a part of when I gotta give a fuck. Because I don't want you out here fucking up the world, yo. I don't want you out here making somebody else miserable, and now they out here hurting themselves or somebody. Let's try, as Bikini said, nip this shit in the bud.
Yeah,
So
and that's why I'm not at.
if it's not something that's anguishing and it's just taking a lot out of you, then yes, we should give a damn. And see, I'm the opposite of Nicole. I give a ride to every damn body, literally. I give a ride to every damn body. My kids could tell you when they was little, we lived in Virginia Beach. A little bit different of people.
Everybody. I used to give rides to everybody.
I know, but I still
I'm Dino
do.
now.
And it don't matter if it's 8 or 9 hours because I'm real with my yes and my no and explaining. If we 8 hours and we gonna have some time where maybe we going over jokes, but then it's just silent time. And I'm gonna tell you, it's silent time.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I'm just saying. Just be real in whatever it is, because I don't necessarily want to do an 8-hour drive by myself. I really don't. I can, but for what? And if somebody else is going and we all doing comedy, to me, this is part of the grind. This is the shit that we laugh and we joke about.
Shit.
You know, right? Like 10 years later, yo, remember when we was doing that? This is the fun part. I don't want to be by myself, and I don't necessarily want to fit in. I don't want to be by myself. And I know sometimes I have a way of pulling myself away from everything when it doesn't have to be. With a little explanation, we all can have a good time. We can't party for 8 hours, but we can get down for 4 of them, you know? So I think we got to take time to help others to be better, that we all can be happy.
Well,
one of the reasons why you don't want to be bothered is because people get the fuck on your nerves. If somebody told the person that got on your nerves about them getting on people's nerves, they wouldn't have got on your nerves and you wouldn't feel that way.
So the season that I'm in, so the season that I am in, for my self-perception is I used to be like that. Let me extend myself. Let me overdo it. And at the season I'm tired. And I'm not doing it right now.
Right.
And it's no what you call it? It's no bad blood with it. It's another word for it behind that shit that I can't think of. It's just where I'm at. You know what I mean? And I like, it's not comedy, it's for a personal ride. I'm going for somebody's wedding in Detroit. You know what I mean? And I don't really need, and then a lot of motherfuckers that ask me for help ain't contributing and don't be having like that. So I draw you.
If you went into my car for 8 hours and didn't chip in food or gas money or something, you're walking home. You are walking home.
Coming back with me.
Yeah,
coming back with me.
But I had to learn from that. I had to learn, like, okay, yeah, we gotta change some things. But now I'm also kind of enjoying my space, and I love to drive. That's how I got in that car accident, just driving too much, like just doing too much on the road, tired. But I'm at the point where I kind of like my space a little bit. And that 8 hours, I can use that because I'm about to go to Detroit with all my family and friends that's heavy as fuck. Let me get my 8 hours, baby.
Right.
Right.
No, I definitely think everybody should be able to do their own thing without being judged. If that's what works for Nicole, Nicole should comfortably be able to do that and not feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. And I mean, and that's all of us individually, not on here, but in the world.
Right.
You should be comfortable and be able to stand on whatever your yeses and nos are. And again, and it's not based on the opinions and the thoughts of what everybody else feels. Period, point blank. And that's you're doing what you're doing because that's what you want to do.
And that's just like to the point of what Nick said. You have to be at that point. As you get older, I'm sure all of us as children had a family member, a teacher, someone in the community say one thing that stuck out to you that you thought, oh, that's your opinion of me? Mine was, oh, you're a motor mouth, Sheree. That's your opinion of me? So you don't hear anything that I say, but you just know that my mouth is just a motor and it's just going. But you're not spending enough time to hear there's actually shit coming out my mouth. It might not be shit 99.995% of the time, but 50% of that shit is actually me talking about some shit. So I walked around as a kid growing into my preteens like, Chatty Cathy, okay, motor mouth, okay, all right, I'm not gonna talk. And then from not talking, I did into the face. And from the face, I went to the bitch faces. So all you got was resting bitch face. I'm happy on the inside, but on the outside, y'all said I'll talk too much. So I'm gonna just keep it right here. And then as I got older, I realized, like, no, he should have been checked by someone else about his ability to give out his opinion of people.
Come on,
and his delivery. So if somebody would have Danny as in the same thing, it's not our responsibility. We don't have to. But if nobody told him from before, he still carried that shit on and he passed it on to me. I didn't pass it on to anybody else because I then noticed in myself, you know what? I'm carrying somebody else's opinion of me.
Yeah.
And it has no bearing on who I am. It actually shuts down who I am. A part of who I am. So when we carry the opinions of other people, we actually take on their energy. We take on their domination of what we do and how we go about our life.
Right.
So yeah, in one end, you should care how you present yourself to people, not the opinions of other people. You be careful with how you present yourself. If it feels right in your spirit, you don't feel like shit. You don't feel like, oh, I might need to make up a lot to cover this bullshit I just did. Or you don't feel like, there's nothing wrong that I did. Then let someone know how you're feeling. Of course, everybody wants to know that somebody's out there. We just went through a year and a half of not fucking being around anybody.
Yeah.
So listening to people's opinions at this point, we all got opinions at this fucking point. We done seen and been through a lot of shit. And we need to talk. And we do need to hear and be able to have a common conversation and be able to make common ground so that this doesn't continue with the disparages, with the people not having the ability to feel how they want to feel, express how they want to feel. Yeah, there's opinions out there. We just got fed of a fucking president that had opinions everywhere. He's still trying to get on Twitter. You don't give a fuck what you want to say, sir. Nobody gives a fuck about your opinion. Okay? So some opinions we don't give a fuck about.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Because so I have a different perspective in that this year and a half or 2 years of hell that we've gone through has more so shown me who I don't need in my life.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? Like I see who's supportive. I see who will message me. And you know what? And that's on me too. I'm like, you know what? I haven't messaged that person in a while. And I'll be like, hey man, how you doing?
Right.
And like, it's that like, because there's you. Okay. So I don't want to kind of talk about garbage, but at the same time, it's like, all those people in that comedy circle that just suck each other off constantly. And you're like, you all suck. I have no interest in dealing with you. But at the same time, they're like, oh, we're so great. It's their friends and everything. Like, none of you know each other or anything. Not at all. You don't know each other. You're all just talking because you think you're on Friends or something. Okay? But some bullshit. And that's why I'm like, listen, I'm an old man. I'm here to work. Okay? I want to be funny and make people laugh. And if they can laugh at me, that's great. I don't mind. But don't fucking come here and try and be like, oh, let's be friends. How about you fuck not? Okay? Just fuck off. I want to hang out with my wife and you can eat shit and die. I just.
How about you fuck not?
How about you fuck
what
not?
What the hell was that? Fuck not.
You don't want to be my friend, Dino?
You know what? See, this is the thing is, you know what, LoveNicole? I would love to come to Cincinnati because I know a bunch of guys in Cleveland too, and I would love to do shows and everything with you. Absolutely. Are we gonna hang out afterward? Like for a meal? Sure, but don't introduce me to your family and shit. I don't need that. Just leave me in a hotel room, watch some TV and jerk off. I'm good. I don't need
No,
that.
Dino, come on. We're having a barbecue. I've got a couple of my cousins coming by. Listen, we already pulled out the pull-out downstairs, so you don't have to get a hotel. We're going to have you stay with us. So you ready? You ready?
The kind of guy that would be like, oh, I'd love to. That'd be so wonderful. You know what? I could cook for you too. And then I could show you some. And you know what? And at the end of it, I'd want to kill myself. I would smile the whole time. I would smile the whole time and be like, good morning, everyone. What a great day. Let's go maybe we'll go for a hike. And then I want to shoot myself, just jump off a cliff.
Why? That's my fucking point. Why? If that's not what you do, why don't we be honest? We're back to communication. Why don't you be honest instead of trying to appease somebody and doing some shit that you know you don't want to do? Because the person may feel like, you know what? Last time I had somebody in town, I really didn't show him a good time. This is my boy. I want to really show him off. And they think of all the good shit, and you understand that. But yet you really don't want to be. I'm gonna tell you this, and hopefully I ain't gonna take up a lot of time. This is something I also want to find a way to say on stage. It upsets me when people try to do nice shit for me, but yet I gotta do work. Like it bothers me. And I'm gonna give you a prime example. Like real shit. I'm gonna give y'all the simplest example as possible. Dead ass. And I'm gonna throw it out there, and people, whatever. People say like, Jay, you want to smoke? They say, Jay, you want to smoke? And I may say, yeah. Next thing I know, they like, well, you got the rolling paper? Well, nigga, wait a minute. I shouldn't have to have a roll of paper if you said, do I want to smoke? I should just be smoking. Or they'll go with, and can you roll it up? Well, hold the fuck up. I got my own shit. I could have rolled my own shit. It's still sitting there because I don't feel like doing it. But then if I don't roll your shit, it's an attitude on me that you got. Like, come on with the bullshit. We gotta get past that. If it's something that we don't want to do, like I said, we gotta stand on our yeses and stand on our no's. Because if you don't want to come to town and do all that shit, that's all right. Versus you feeling like you gotta please somebody and not be happy.
Respect you more.
Bullshit.
People respect you more for it and give you your boundaries because of
exactly.
Right.
And that's why you're in the house by yourself for 2 years. Waste up, Dino.
Listen,
Waste up.
This is the thing is I have not told anyone in my life more to fuck off than my wife during this pandemic, because we have been together the whole time and we just tell each other to fuck off. Be like, fuck you. No, fuck you. How about that? And you know what? And it's made us grown together because the fact is, listen, like I said, I'm a penis to be around. And especially if I didn't have a shit yesterday, today is gonna suck for everybody. Right? I'll just be honest, okay? And she knows that, and she'll just throw me, she'll be like, here's some fucking fiber, here's some candy bars, just stay away from everybody. I'm like, wow, good idea. You know, like I can't, like, but I've learned that about me, right? And she knows that too. Like we've been together, I think coming up on like 14, 15 years.
Wow.
Right? We've been married for 6. And I'm like, listen, that was a long time getting to know her family. She got to know my family. Like it was a whole big thing. And I fucking hate most of my family. But that's the thing is we don't hang out with them because I'm not interested. And they're like, well, we're family. I'm like, yeah, I'll die for you, but I don't want to waste my Saturday on you, you loser.
That's cool. I'm fine with us saying that.
Yeah.
And I think the more of us that become comfortable in saying like that, the more peaceful and happy it'll be. Because like you said, when you go, you ready to kill yourself. So before you kill yourself, if anybody get on your nerves, you may kill them before you kill yourself. So if we stop lying to ourselves, you know, and deal with our own truth that I don't want to be bothered with your ass past this hour. It is what it is.
I try and tell people like, no, I don't want to inconvenience you. I'm going to get a hotel. It'll be fine. They're like, no, we really want you. I'm like, no, listen, I've eaten beans 3 days in a row. I don't want to be in your house. Like, I'll give them that out. But the people are persistent. Like, no, it won't be the same if you're not there. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to ruin my vacation. Let's do this. I'll just grin and bear it. But I try and give people out. And you know what? Some people, this is where you can't fix stupid. Because the closer I am to somebody, is the better chance there is of me actually telling them why I say no or why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because if I don't care, it's no. And they're like, why not? I'm like, because fuck you, that's why. Right? Whereas, no, listen, what are you going to do? Carry me? Well, you in what forklift? Sorry. No, I'm going to do whatever I want. You're not going to stop me. Right? That's just me. But at the same time, like if I care, be like, hey, listen, I don't want to hang out with you because I don't want to talk to people. I'm working on my own stuff in my own head. I'm in my own place. I need my peace of mind. That's it. Right?
What else do y'all expect from the Real Shit No Joke Show? Y'all are watching the Real Shit No Joke Show powered by Sadior Radio, coming to you live on Sadior Podcast, Sadior Radio. I believe we on Facebook, on Zoom, on Anchor, maybe in your mama's living room on the TV. Ain't no jelly.
Maybe in her
but
job.
Y'all know what it is. We are actually past the adult hour time. We are going to get into the adult hour. So turn off the lights. We gonna talk about it. So normally for the adult hour, we go in. We've done some things, and we've talked about some things. We say, get your drink. I have me a little margarita over here. My background won't let me show it. I got a little margarita. Yes, I do. Yeah. Some people drink sparkling water, whatever keep your palate wet.
Whatever it was.
But you've been talking about you and your wife, and question.
Yeah.
And this is to you and to LoveNicole. Can you tell us of any sexual escapade that has inspired you to write a joke? You're both comedians. Have you had a situation that has inspired you to write a joke? And if so, tell us that joke. Or tell us the situation.
LoveNicole, you want to take this? Because I got a good one.
Oh. You go ahead, Dino.
All right.
I got a lot of gotta go through
I have the luxury of when the pandemic started, I was 450 pounds. And I've lost about 90 pounds so far.
Jesus, God
Nice.
bless you, baby.
So
Congratulations.
thank you. It's not a big deal. I lost my Uber Eats password, so now I have to go get food instead of having it delivered to my house. Right?
Stop. I can't.
So now what's happened though is the problem is when I lost the weight, I'm a weird fat guy in that. So right now I'm 360 pounds, but I can still touch my toes, right? Like I can still move like a normal person. But I got too confident. So like when we were doing it, I jumped on top and I almost lost my grip, and like her whole life flashed before her eyes. And I'm telling you, nothing will kill an erection more than seeing someone almost die in their own eyes. That just and I learned is that listen, I'm old and lazy, right? Like if I have to do all the work, no one's coming. That's it. There's nobody's coming. Okay, it's that simple. It has to be on two sides of the coin. We gotta both work towards this goal. Or if it's up to me, nobody's having a good time. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So wait, have you told that joke on stage, or you just told us for the first time? Have you done that one?
No, I haven't done it yet. There's still a little more tweaking I got to work on with
It's
that one.
good.
It's a little bit longer, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. No true stories always make it funnier. Because people a lot of times can relate to that.
Listen, you know what? That's why I just tell people, look at me. I'm like, you're going to have a good time. I'll tell you that much. But the fact is, I'm not, it's just what it is. I'm like, you can't just I was on a Zoom show where somebody dick bombed. So they come on and they have the background is the giant dick. Okay.
Oh.
And I'll tell you this much. I'm like, so this guy's dick was like this big. And I'm like, listen, if my dick was this big, I would not wear pants. Just if I was walking around with a dick this big, I'd just walk around no pants. Be like, yeah, this is my giant dick. What are you gonna do? So I'm like, that's why I'm like, people keep on bragging about this stuff, and I'm just like, okay, you show up a picture of a dick, whatever, man. I don't give a shit. That's not my forte. People are weird.
I have never seen that as a background. Ladies, can we never have that as a background, please?
Facts. A dick bomb.
That's a little too much.
Oh, he had a whole face mask and everything, and you're like, you're a loser. Like, oh, look at the giant penis. You're like, okay, we've all seen porn. Get over yourself, loser. Like,
wait,
wow.
Dino, you said the man actually had a mask on, but yet he had a penis behind him?
So he had his background. So like if I cover my camera and you just see the background, right?
Right.
So his background was this guy with a hog that was like ridiculous. It had to be like it was bigger than like my arm, which listen, I can make a wine bottle disappear. Okay. Like I'm a huge person. Okay. Like it's just gone. Okay. This is like the extra large section. You don't want to go there. You're not going to walk properly afterward. That kind of size. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, just people are stupid.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That is
all right, LoveNicole, what you think of? Bikini, you getting them gangs ready for them?
Girl, there's no what?
Oh, okay, what? I got one. LoveNicole, what you got?
Wow, he made me look for another game when he said dick bombing. I was like, oh, dick bombing.
No, I wasn't expecting that at all.
Whoa.
Wasn't expecting it.
Okay, Miss Nicole Love, I'm sorry. LoveNicole, go ahead, ma'am.
Real shit, no joke show. What you expect?
Oh. Okay, so this is a little bit of real shit and a little bit not.
Okay.
So this was like one of those, you know how you just you meet a person and y'all go out for a while and then you decide you're gonna give them some pussy. Mm-hmm. So, some guys like to talk on their dick. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. This dick gonna get you going. You know what I mean? This dick gonna have you screaming my name. This dick gonna be, ooh, yeah, I got this 6-incher right here. So, you know what I mean? We getting into it. I was drinking Tanqueray and shit, so I'm lit, right? Yeah. So, I'm doing a little strip tease and shit for them. I'm ready for the dick. I'm thinking 6 inches in my head, like, ooh, and when it get hard, it might go up to 8. You know what I mean? I'm just giving them a couple inches, right? So I'm taking this shit off and I see my pinky finger. And I'm like, okay, so I'm just gonna slide on it anyway. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to put the magnum on it. And it was like a balloon with a little wiener stuck inside of it. You know what I mean? It wouldn't go all the way up in there. And so then when I sat down, I could feel the air.
Yep.
And I'm like, did it disappear?
Wait, air?
Where's the 6 inches at, baby? So I had to leave, not satisfied.
Yep.
It was air.
You're not by yourself on that.
I've had dicks in ShopRite bags. I don't want to. You got a dick and you put a condom on, and that shit like a ShopRite bag in my ass. Get the fuck on.
Or sounds like a ShopRite bag.
Yeah.
No one's got time.
I felt like going home to sit on a bottle. Okay, like a water bottle would have did me better.
I respect you.
Like, nobody wants to hear an Aldi bag in the background. No.
I respect you for finding the right size for your dick. That's it. Just on you. Get the right size, and we'll go with the flow. We are women. We are unconditional, motherfucker. Just be real with what you coming that you bringing with, and get the right.
Exactly.
You heard me,
but ladies, this is
and
the
don't
adult
have
hour.
Magnum when you need a mini. Okay.
But what if the man came with his God-given bag around his penis? The uncircumcised men who are still uncircumcised, who have that whole hefty bag.
I don't have a problem with an uncircumcised penis, y'all. I'm dead ass. I really don't, because you know what? When it get hard, all of it gets bigger. I don't know what the hell. And people that always complained about that, and I'm like, I don't understand the problem with a soggy dick. I don't get the problem, because as soon as the blood starts flowing, that joint get longer. Don't y'all know that? Or maybe y'all didn't get it that happy. I don't damn know. But my first penis was uncircumcised. Listen. The thing is this, I wasn't taught by my parents about penises, okay? I'm 50, you know, we ain't talk about that shit. It was what it was. So my first penis was uncircumcised. I didn't know that it was supposed to be circumcised. So all I know is it was a lot of skin, because of course it was soft. And then it got hard, and that joint was like, woo, wow. So I always thought, like, what's the problem with an uncircumcised penis? And I'm going to say that. And I got grandsons, and I told my daughter, don't you damn do it. We not Jewish, and they ain't got a problem. Leave it alone.
I was born in Anteater.
They're going to satisfy many a woman. Leave it the fuck alone.
Jay, that's like walking around with extra lips.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't gotta carry it. I just enjoy it when it's there. I don't have to carry it. That's like when I say move the fat, eat the meat, and leave the bone. They just gotta deal with what they do on the afters. They ain't gotta carry the fat. So I'm the one carrying the fat. They carrying the extra skin. That's not my problem. Dino said that's not my problem. I ain't got to worry about that.
I'm just so uncomfortable. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to deal with this. I really don't. It's like on one side, I'm like, listen, I was born an Anteater. I'll die an Anteater, and I'm proud of it. I'm not gonna be shamed. Okay, bikini body. I'm not gonna be shamed.
That's right.
And you know what? And I too. Listen. I am a proportionate man, but I also am a grower and not a shower. So like, listen, with my personality, the fact is that like, I'm fine. Okay. And God bless me with ridiculously sized sausage fingers. So listen, I will make you blind if I have to. Okay. I will make you blind, and I am comfortable with the game I have. Okay. I'm just, listen, is some people aren't blessed, and I feel for them. It is what
However,
it is, man.
You know what it sounds as though you're walking in your truth, and you're ready to accessorize and do what you have to do. LoveNicole talking about brothers that's not walking. Well, I don't know if it was a black guy, but people that's not walking in their truth, and they not doing other stuff. I know need them dating sites alone. I'm gonna say it again. And probably, I don't know, 10, 12, I don't know how many years ago, because you learn. Met this dude, got all excited sexually, put my hands in his pants. It was literally nothing. Y'all would think that that's a joke, like, oh, Jay, just imagine it. No, I really mean, it was, I had never seen a grown man with a baby penis, and I really mean that. Look at my face, y'all.
Wait, Jay.
What?
Was he from West Philly? Did you put your hand around it and it go like this? Oh my God, what the hell?
No, my hand couldn't go. No, listen to me. My hand could not go around anything. I said it's a grown man, a baby penis. I literally mean less than my pinky. I had never seen that on a man. Now, of course, y'all know my face always shows reaction. I gave him reaction without blinking. This man didn't even move. He bit and turned around and went in the drawer and then pulled out a dildo this long. nigga, what game is we playing? And as you said, Nicole, I was out. You got me? Before he turned back around, I was already out the door and didn't know where the hell I was at because he drove. I was looking around like, oh shit, how do I get home? And this was way before Lyft and Uber. What the fuck? Where am I at?
You see my
Real
face?
shit. No joke. Y'all know
You see
y'all
my
get
face?
some.
Seriously.
Nigga. And no, he was not in West Philly. That nigga is in North Philly. I know the block, so I drive around it all the time. I don't mean down the block. I said around the block.
Wow.
That man had nothing. Nothing. And knew it. And then pulled out a dildo, I know 12 inches. Nigga,
So,
come on.
Jay,
You ain't
can't
gonna
be
overly
mad at him.
compensate.
You can't be mad at him, Jay. He was in his truth.
I
You
know.
saw what size he had, and he
I
knew
respect him
he
for
had
it.
bigger. That's why
I
he didn't
respect
say
him. I'm
anything.
just not
He
that
just
chick
let
that
it
want to
go.
deal with that truth.
He knows
I'm not
the truth. He
her.
said I'm small and what? But my man in the jaw is even bigger.
Oh
Let
my
me hit
God.
the bureau.
I can put him on and make a hell of a difference.
You
Yes.
really can. You probably could, but I'm a female that don't even have them. So I'm not gonna play with yours when I don't have my own to play with. You got me? It's no.
Wow.
That is
I'm
weird.
not doing that.
That's
I'm not
Yeah.
playing them games. I'm serious. I don't
That's
do that.
very.
I have
Wow.
no dildo. Haven't had one. I'm not playing them games. Y'all got that shit. I'm not playing that.
Wow.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Well,
And I'm not
we
playing
got
with
about-
nobody else's toy.
Well, we had about.
yeah. You
five-
can't
we had
use
about-
somebody else's toy. That's not hygienic. That's even I know that. Like that's just.
Was it in a package? Did he
No,
just
it
take
was-
it
That's a good
straight
question.
naked out the drawer?
No.
Like, was
It was a strap-on joint. So he had it in the drawer. No, it was
Listen,
not. It
You
was
can't
not
trust a
packed.
man to sanitize that. A man
No,
will not do that job
that's
right. That's,
Dino,
Yeah, maybe
thank
it was
you.
in tissue or something in the drawer. I don't know because he literally just pulled it out the drawer. So it could have
Sir.
been in something. But when it
No.
came out, I just seen straps that I guess straddled to your ass and
No.
this long ass
No.
pink joint that it was
No.
not, nigga. Do you,
You
even
see
see
this?
how dark of black
see
you
this?
are? This not
You see
even.
this? A knife has a cover. Okay.
No.
You do not take a naked strap on out of
That's
the
it.
drawer
Yup.
with no cover. You know you got sock lint in there. You know there's a little bit of crumbs for some cookies, and then you know
Yeah, he
it's
was a big
not
boy.
from
I'm sorry he
nine
had
from
cookie
9
crumbs.
months ago. You know it is. So wow.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
doing it. I'm not doing it.
yeah,
I'm not
no,
doing it.
no,
I'm
that's
not.
fair.
I'm not.
That's not unreasonable. Saying, yeah, no,
No.
I'm out. That's
I'm not
Yeah.
doing it.
okay.
That's
It had me
hold
to the
on.
point where I was requesting dick pics, okay? I don't even like them, but I started requesting them. Nigga, can you send me a dick pic? I got one in the phone. No, just drop your drawers right now. Let me just look at you now. Just drop your drawers. Let me look at you.
Like, I'm the bitch that like dick pictures. Send them to me because I'm making out what I want to work out process with a lot of
Give me a
Oh
catalog
my
of it. Look.
God.
That's horrific.
A catalog of dick pics.
Oh,
I'm trying to tell you.
Hello. Hello.
What do I feel like
almost 8
today?
o'clock, y'all. We got to wrap it up.
Wow. Well, we got 5 minutes left. We have
Wrap it up with a condom.
truth or dare questions. And this is for everybody. Truth or dare, but it's going to be truth and truth because we got 5 minutes left. Have you ever had sex with someone in a place that was exotic outside and in a new relationship or new sexual partner took them to that very same spot without telling them that you took them to that spot? That's question 1. Now you got to think about that. And then question 2, truth or dare. If the sex was trash, not like it's in the trash bag we just referenced, however, if the sex was trash, do you tell them right then after? Or have you been known to tell them subliminally? Do you tell them straight after? Or do you tell them subliminally? Who going first? Who is going first? I pick Nicole Spain. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Spain
Can you
first,
repeat
please.
that again? I'm sorry.
Have you questioned truth or dare 1? Had a sexual escapade outside or in some adventurous spot and then taken a new sexual partner to that very same spot as if it was new to you?
I don't think I've never experienced that, either me doing that to a person or it happening to me. So I'm not interested within my answers. No. I ain't got no data for you.
Jay Monet, same question.
Girl, look, right? So, I was thinking about that as you said it.
Yes.
Now, it wasn't necessarily an adventurous spot. What it was is a hotel that's up here. Never mind where it's at, but it's a hotel. And the thing is, they have the jacuzzi. And girlfriend always give me a real good price on a jacuzzi room. So I had been up there with a dude that I was involved with, and we would always get the jacuzzi room. Literally, like 2 weeks later, my old boyfriend that I had been with prior to being with that person that hit me up. And he was like, why don't we go to the casino? Everybody know the weight of my heart. He was like, why don't we go to the casino and we can go to the hotel afterwards? And I'm like, oh, that's what's up. Because I'm like, we're going to go to that hotel where, they got the jacuzzi at. Yo, we get in there. He at the front desk with me. That's why you let the man park the car. We get in there. He at the front desk with me. And she was like, yeah, you want your same room from last week? Bitch! Bitch! Why would you say that? I don't even care if you thought it was the same nigga. I should have beat her ass. She don't even know that to this day. I don't even remember what she looked like no more because I would probably pop up. Why would you say that?
Wow.
I will never forget that. She was like, so you want the same room you had last week? Nigga, I told him I was out of town. That's why why would you? That's just rude and disrespectful. So, yeah.
Yeah. See, and this is why we started with Jay Monet, and then we're going to go right into Nicole Love.
Love Nicole. What was the question again?
Have you had a sexual adventurous escapade with one person, but then took a later person to that same spot as though you've never been there before? Never. Have you ever, or have you ever?
I have never, ever, ever that I can remember, which is probably a lie because I probably have and just don't remember it. So, next question.
Second question was, do you, after having a bad sexual experience with someone, tell them right after, honestly? Or do you tell them later, subliminally?
It depends on if I want to have a sexual experience with them again, just to see if it will be better the second time around. I might throw a little subliminal hit, some subliminal hits in there. Like, you might want to take one of them little blue pills before we get together again, or, maybe do some dick exercises or something, because it didn't get as long as I thought it was going to get. So we're going to need to work on that. And I might give you another chance. So it just depends.
That's something I never thought about giving dude a second chance. If it was shit the first time, it damn sure wasn't happening again.
Well,
and you ain't asked me if I ever subliminally told him, because I just told him. I ain't know it had to be subliminal.
Wow.
What the fuck is like when he like, oh baby, is it feeling good? And I'm like, oh well, I'm sorry. Did you say something? Like my brain really was somewhere else. I forgot we was doing something. Did you? I'll tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something that happened recently, and I appreciate the hell out of it.
You can't tell us yet because Dino has to tell us. He has 60 seconds left in our show. Because Dino's face has been like this the whole time.
So, okay. So let's be honest. Is my numbers aren't that high. Okay. So I don't have a lot of reference points for a lot of things, but I did hear a story okay. I had heard a story where a girl took a guy to a special place. And then when she went back with someone else, he was already there. And it was like in a park. It was like a nice little area that was kind of down lower, so no one could see if you were getting your fuck on. So when she kind of went over the hill and she was like, yo, what the fuck? You in my spot? And he's like, oh, I didn't know you were gonna use it. Like, it became like a whole thing. And I'm like, see, this is the thing is, I'm a big guy. I'm like, you need a very big vehicle for me to be like, yo, let's jump in the back and get some fuck on. Because I'm like, that's not gonna work for me. And I'm like, my wife's tiny. Like, there's no one. My wife, I could wear as a backpack. Like, she's tiny, right? But at the same time, I'm still gigantic. So it's not like, that's why I'm like, outside outside. I'm like, no, there's bugs outside. I paid for a bed. I've got a mortgage. I don't need to go outside. I'm good. I'm like, and listen, and my wife would love, like, every once in a while we'll go away and we'll go stay in a hotel. Like pre-pandemic, we would stay in a hotel with a jacuzzi or something. She's like, you want to get in the jacuzzi with me? I'm like, you know what? That's how I end up with a bloody nose and a broken cheekbone, because I get up and try and be like all sexy, and I'm gonna be like, what? And boom, face first into the fucking drain, and then I'm gonna have like stitches across my face like I'm some sort of combat active.
Sexy time over.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, no, I'll wait for you. You enjoy your jacuzzi, come over to bed and fuck the shit out of you. I can't. No, I'm not gonna. I'm too old for that kind of. Oh, let's be adventurous. I'm like, climb a wall. I'm good.
Oh my God. Yo, that's
all right. So
stuff
Bikini,
I'm talking about right there.
Before they, our guests, let people know where to reach them and contact them at.
Yes.
Your question back to you, Missy.
Yes, and that is why I left Dino for last, because I knew that facial expression felt my inner me from way back when. Like, so you want to use my spot now? Wow. I mean, I thought I brought you here as I bring someone else here. But here you go, bringing someone else here. What?
Right.
Kelly Drive ain't for everybody, or is it though? Wow. So to answer that question, yes, ma'am. In my college years, I remember I was with a guy we went there for years. Thought this was our whole little spot. And then I went and moved on to another relation and was like, oh, you know what? I do know this spot. Drive down here. And then I drive past this person as I'm on my way to that spot. They're coming from that spot. Wow. Because there's only one way in and one way out. Wow. So we both had the same thought on the same day. Wow. I really felt hurt. I felt like I gave you something and you trying to give it to somebody else.
You lent it. You lent it to them and they stole it.
Yes. I didn't bequeath it to you. I lent it to you.
That's fair.
Okay. That's my point. All right. So for our guests, we want to thank you so much for spending 2 hours with the Real Shit No Joke radio show with my girl Jay Monet and Nicole Slade. Now is the time we would like for you both to share with our viewers and our watchers on all of the platforms where they can find you, what your ad handle is, what shows that you have coming up, and if you want to leave a little tidbit or a little legacy that you want to leave people with about you. We're going to start with Miss Love, Nicole Love.
Okay. I am, again, LoveNicole, the comedian. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I've been doing a lot of open mics. I do open mics. I'm trying to get booked in a comedy place near you. I think I'm funny mofo here. I am doing a benefit through Zoom with Sauce in the City on September 6th. So y'all tune in, get your tickets. They $5. It's grants for grands. We're helping the old people. No, we're helping the grandparents who raise their kids get money because they need help. You know, us as parents know how it is. So with grandparents, it's a little, they need help too. They just like us.
Yeah.
My handles are LoveNicole the comedian on Facebook, LoveNicole the comedian on Twitter, Instagram. It is Comedy Drives Me, and I also have a YouTube, which is LoveNicole the comedian, and I am available for travel and pay. Thank you very much.
Yes. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes.
And Mr. Dino, the genetic marvel.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure being on. So thank you very much for having me. I had a very enjoyable time. I felt like it was a treat. Like I was watching The View, but everyone could see me watching The View. It was so exciting. And I'm like, look, if they're going to talk about weird stuff. I'm watching, I'm learning. I got a notepad open and everything. So Dino, the genetic marvel, if the best place to find, like I have Instagram, I even have a TikTok, which I'm still not sure why I have it because it's, if anything, it's creepy. So I like making fun of people and that's kind of enjoyable, but it's still weird. But yeah, if you just Google Dino the Genetic Marvel, I have a YouTube channel. My Facebook fan page is where you'll find the most information because I'm pretty much on a show every night and I try and share them. Sometimes I'll have advance notice, but there's always something new on there that you can watch. As well, I'm going to be with LoveNicole on the show on September 6th with Sauce in the City, which is going to be raising money for Grants for Grands. And that one is yeah, I already posted it on my Facebook page. So the event is already there, and it's going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard or 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if anything, we'll be able to make fun of everyone together. You know, I know I'll be funny. I can't promise anyone else. They should be funny. LoveNicole is hilarious. She's like a spy though. Like she looks so nice and everything, but at the same time, she'll cut you, right? Like we've seen her. See, look, Jay Monet, when she was always very polite and everything, but then all of a sudden I was like, I think you carry a screwdriver around in your boot. And she was like, she pulled out a pair of handcuffs and I'm like, I knew it. That is exactly what I was expecting. So very funny people here, but yeah, we'll definitely have a good time, and it's for a good cause. Because you know, listen, man, kids suck. Let's be honest. They're the worst. They're such a-holes all the time. So it might as well help people. It's like grandparents having to raise kids. You're like, that just sucks. You're like, you already did the job. Now they're like, we're rehiring you. You retired. Right. You're retired from the job. We want you back and at less pay. You're like, bullshit. Yes, God. That's a shit idea. Right. So we're just trying to do something. And this is how we atone for all the horrible things we do. We raise money for people that actually deserve it. So don't think of us. Think of them. They're the ones you're helping, and they're, you know, they got a shit life. My life's great, but you know, that's why I make people laugh.
I like that. I like that. Don't think of
you do a good job at it, Dino.
Yes. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Nicole, what you got on? You said you're going to Detroit.
Yes, Saturday. I got a comedy show August 21st, September 5th, September 6th. September 24th, September 26th. So
work, girl, work.
Break for a change.
Yes.
So where do people reach you at on these dates?
What is your ad?
Nicole with an H. The H is silent. My mother was on drugs, so she add extra letters and shit. Nicole with an H on Facebook and Instagram. My last name is Spain like the country. And I'm not from Spain.
Nice. And Miss J Monet, what do you have coming up, lady?
It's a show I'm trying to get on Friday. No. Y'all already know what's going on. Every single day I post Philly events, letting everybody know the comedy shows to go to that's in Philly and on Zoom. On top of that, at the end of this month, I will be in Atlanta, Georgia with Miss Hope Flood doing the comedy rock convention. Definitely looking forward to that, meeting some great people and hopefully getting my name out there and learning this thing a lot better. Of course, y'all know, check us out every other Thursday for this show, Real Shit, No Joke Show, powered by Sadior Radio.
That's right.
I am also with Sauce in the City and Grants for Grands.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't know. I'm just trying to make enough money that I can threaten my kids. So, you know, I'm hoping like hell I can give the grandparents some money so they can then threaten their grandchildren too. That's about all I can think to do here.
Yes.
And anything else coming up, you know what it is. Check me out, J Monet Just Lat on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, just on the street, possibly on the corner. Just, you know, check me out.
Yark.
Bikini body with the D that done it on them. What's up, baby?
Well, we'll be turning 46 on Sunday.
Hey, wow.
So my son has his first rap showcase with DJ Hardcore on the 14th, which is a Saturday. That's going to be taking place at 5-4 Event Space, which is located in Germantown. I will be posting so you can catch that. Coming up later this month, I will be at the Laugh House with Mr. Bob Sumner. Stay tuned for that. And then coming in October, we're going to be doing a cancer comedy show with Joe. Stay tuned for tickets. You'll find the links in the bio. My bio, you can find me at Facebook, Instagram, and on my website at Comedian Bikini Body D. forget the D because the girl got ADHD. Attention to dickhead disorder. Oh, that's what you can do. And as always, we thank everybody for watching, for listening, for following, sharing, reposting. Find us on all the platforms, and to all of our guests and the magic man behind the curtain. Thanks, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie. All right, guys, she done said it all. Thank you for watching the Real Shit No Joke show. You know what we're gonna say. Make a memory happen today, because tomorrow is not promised. And don't let nothing or no one, including your damn self, get in your way. Continue to share y'all smile, family. We out of here.
Peace.